Hi, classroom teachers. You have the most exciting job in VBS. You get to hang out with our kids, and you get to see firsthand the transformation that they have being in God's Word all week. So I just thank you so much because while your job is the best, the greatest, it's also sometimes the hardest. And so just know that we're praying for you, and we're praying for patience and wisdom and just everything you need to have this week just be full of joy. Because that's what we want. We want our kids to understand and see the great, amazing love of God in everything they're doing, in craft, in snack, in lesson time, and in you. And so I just thank you so much for your hard work. Okay, so you're going to have a book, and your book is going to explain almost everything that you do. So please on Sunday come by the table in the lobby and pick up your book. If you have any questions about any of the information in there, please just let me know, and I'd be happy to walk through it with you. I think almost all of you have gone through VBS before, so I don't suspect that you need anything new, but just in case, if there's something that you don't remember, please let me know. So I just want to go over some of the leader responsibilities with you. The first is that you are responsible for making name tags for your kids. So think video game, anything video game will be great. If you need help with that, or if you just can't get to it, please let me know, because we do have some templates and we do have some extra ones already printed out, so we can certainly give those to you as well. But I know you are a crafty bunch, so come up with something really fun that the kids will love. We will send you your roster for your classroom on Sunday afternoon. As soon as we can get them done. We close registration on Saturday night, and if I can get to it, I'll give them to you Saturday night. Otherwise, just know you'll get them first thing Sunday morning so that you can fill out your name tags for Monday. So on Monday, please try to be here at 8:30, just so we can pray and kind of just go through any last minute things. And then every day plan to be in your pew at 8:30 or 8:45, excuse me, just so that when we have the early kids, that they're not kind of running around. They have an adult there to help them through it. You'll want to make sure every day you bring with you, or you make sure are with you, your name tags and your clipboard. So you really probably just want to leave your name tag and your clipboards at the pew. So if you just leave everything there, you don't need to take any of it home with you. If you do take it home, pray over your kids or whatever you want to do, just make sure that you bring it back, name tags and the clipboard. Leave the clipboard paperwork in your pews each night, though, because we update your sheets every day. And the only way we can do that is through if we have the information. So one minor change, because we're not doing any of the memory verses, we're not going to have you registering the kids. Remember how you used to have to do 1, 2, or 3 for the number that they would get of prizes based on the friends they brought and the memory verses that they did? You don't have to do any of that this year. So all you have to do is just note who attended. So that we can have a record of that. And also, it's really actually for safety. So if something happens, we know who's with you that day. So that's all you'll have to do. You'll just have to make sure that you keep put a check next to the child's name who's attended. So your clipboard is going to be a lot easier to manage this year. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're staying with your class at all times. That you are completely responsible for those kiddos, you and whatever helpers you have, or if you're a helper, you with your leader. So it's important that our kids are never left alone, and that there's always 2 of you. So we have 3 of you in a classroom, so that it gives you a rotation system. So if you need a break, if you have to go to the bathroom, if you just need to take a deep breath, just make sure that you're rotating so that there's always 2 kids with the 2 adults, or 2 leaders with the children at all time. Now, if you have teen helpers, that's fantastic, but you can't leave the teens alone. So by our regulations, we have to make sure that we always have an adult present. And so make sure you're rotating your teens out, and that you always have at least 1 adult with your crew at all times. So you want to make sure that you are specifically, you must be in story time with them. That's the time they get squirreliest, and that's the time that the teachers really need you, storytellers, need you as the leaders to help manage the kids. Rec, same thing. Craft is great because craft is a space that you can just kind of take a break, chill out, because those craft ladies are amazing and they've got everything taken care of. But at rec, there's so many kids, and that is the place that we normally get bloody. So in order for us to circumvent that, we want to make sure that our helpers and our leaders are actually participating with the kids. So you just want to make sure that you're staying with your kids through the whole time. But also, make sure you take a break. So, like I said, make sure you go through that rotation cycle. Craft time is a great time to take a break, like I said. Snack time is a great time to take a break. Just make sure you always have a leader with your children as you cycle out. Now, during classroom time, you have a couple of responsibilities. You are not telling the lesson, which is really wonderful. We have people who've been praying and studying and practicing for their lessons. And so the story will be told by 5 different storytellers 5 different storytellers this week. There's 4 lessons, but we have one day is kind of split by 2. What you will be doing is playing a memory or a review game of the Bible lesson. So you'll have all of the details, all of the necessary pieces and parts in a box in your classroom. I will also send you some videos that Alicia made that detail the different games depending on whether you're preschool or elementary. So you can kind of see them ahead of time. So this year's curriculum is so much fun. It seriously is, the kids are just having a huge blast with it. So you're going to have a blast in classroom time. So during classroom time, you're going to be doing a story review game. Then you'll be teaching them the memory verse. And all of the curriculum for each memory verse is in this book. And so it goes very specifically through how to teach the lesson, how to teach the memory verse. So you're basically just explaining it to them, introducing it to them, and explaining it to them in a way that they can understand for their age group. And then you'll play a review game of the memory verse. So you have 3 things to do during class time: a Bible lesson review game, a memory verse teaching, and a memory verse review game. So that's the bulk of your load as a teacher, is that you get to lead your kids through those exciting activities. So I think that's it. In your classroom, you'll be sharing your classroom with other teachers, with other students as well. So make sure that whatever you use, you put back in the box. So in each classroom, you'll have a box full of all the supplies you need, markers and pencils and glue sticks and all those things, as well as all of the elements you need to execute each game. Or each activity. And so it's all there for you. If you find yourself that you missed something, just go to the admin girls and they will help you. If they don't have it, they'll find it for you. And then I think that's it. Oh, the other thing we always have to remind people is on your way out of the sanctuary each day, make sure that you're handing in your attendance. That is what drives our entire program each day. So snack needs it, rec needs it, craft needs it, so they can prepare for each group coming in. And so the easiest thing to do is as you're leaving the sanctuary to go to your first stop, make sure that you are handing in your notice or your attendance log. So I think that is it. You guys are amazing. I know all of you, and you've all done this before, and I'm just so blessed. I feel so blessed that this campus has such wisdom and maturity in our leaders. And so I just thank you so much. Just the last thing that I would say is you have a lot of incredible teens in classrooms, really wonderful, faithful teens who love hanging out with kids. And so I just encourage you to give them great responsibility because they can handle it. These kids are strong believers, and they're strong and mature leaders as well. And so they can handle it. So make sure that you're specific with the task that you ask them. That's just very helpful for younger helpers. So give them a specific task and let them do it because they are good. They can do your attendance. They can take kids to bathroom breaks. They can even run the games and teach the memory verse. Really, truly, you guys have an incredible group of kids, of teens helping. So I just encourage you to love them well and to let them take the reins sometimes. It's kind of precious and wonderful to see. So thank you guys so much. You are all amazing, and I appreciate everything that you do, and I cannot wait to see you. Remember, we have decorating on Saturday, the 13th, I think, from 9 to 12. We'll see you soon. Bye. I did forget one thing. So you're not doing memory verse tokens or prize store. Instead, what you're going to be doing is every kid will have a level up map. So this is like an old school Mario game. And you can see that it has level 1, 2, 3, and 4. Each day, they'll get a new memory verse. And each day, there's a new sticker. If they can remember their memory verse, they get to level up. And they level up by putting the sticker on the level. So day 1 is level 1. Day 2 is level 2. And so the kids at Thornton and North Glen, it was so exciting because they wanted to level up each day. And they came in and they memorized their verse and they got to put the sticker on their sheet. Now this sheet stays in the classroom. We don't want to send it home with the kids until the last day. So you can hang it in the classroom. You can tape it up. You can just put it in a folder, however you want to do it. But keep the memory verse board game with you and help them level up each day. It's kind of a cool thing. They will be going home with a bookmark the first day, as well as an email sent home with all of the memory verses so that their parents have access to the memory verses early to help them memorize them at night. So they'll have a way to they'll have something to take home with them, but this is kind of their fun challenge this week rather than a prize. Okay, so that's it. Thanks.